Welcome all you fantastic schmastic people to another episode of News Nobody Wants to Talk About. I was eating Alphabets the other day and saw all this week's news inside it. Don't believe me? Check this out. And so it goes, my friends, that yet another beloved series has been canceled by its network. Manifest was canceled after its third season, much to the dismay of its creator, Jeff Rake, who had planned for at least a 6-season run, so I've been told. And if that doesn't make you mad, Good Girls, another NBC property, was also unceremoniously canceled. Were you a fan of either of these shows? What are your thoughts on them being canceled? Will you accept it and move on, or just keep hoping for that next season like some kind of addict? Or even worse, a Firefly fan. Apple is following its singular formula of taking something played out and making it worth millions by rehashing A Christmas Carol. So get hyped to see Will Ferrell as the ghost of Christmas Present while he drags Ryan Reynolds' Scrooge-esque character around in what I believe is this story's 20th adaptation for screen. All I can say is, God bless us, everyone. Okay, I know I said we were done with rehashing movies and remakes and blah, 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 but I was not expecting this next one. Halloween Kills finally emerged from the burnt remains that was production hell with a snazzy trailer and release date. Releasing October 15th, the 11th movie in the franchise is going to... it's actually a sequel, but the original sequel was in 1981, and then it... Alright, no. You know what? No, we're not doing this. This whole friggin' thing is wackadoo. We're gonna have to take this whole thing back to formula.
Back to formula.
Okay. Halloween was released in 1978 with a sequel in 1981. Then, Season of the Witch, or Halloween 3, came out in 1982, the third in the series. Then, The Return of Michael Myers in 88, The Revenge of Michael Myers in 89, and The Curse of Michael Myers, and that wasn't released until 1995. Which makes that 4, 5, and 6 if you guys were paying attention. You guys still staying with me? Here, check this out, it gets worse. Then, H2O came out, and I don't think Busta could have saved that flick no matter how much kung fu he used. That came out in 2002. That was the 7th in the franchise. Then, Rob Zombie writes and directs Halloween 2007, which is 1.2, and Halloween 2 in 2009, which is technically 2.1. A reimagining being the 8th in the lineup here. Then, Mikey gets another facelift and Halloween 1.3 is released in 2018. The 10th in the timeline, followed by this coming Halloween Ends 2.2. And if that doesn't get this more squirrely enough for you, there's a 12th and sure enough, hopefully the final movie scheduled for 2023. As it slides into the last spot in this lineup, Halloween Ends is the third movie in this convoluted spaghetti of a nightmare. Are you guys ready for the new upcoming Halloween movie? You guys should check it out and let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. More good news for fans of the Witcher franchise just in time for WitcherCon on July 9th. The glorious Henry Cavill has been approved for a full 5 seasons! The festivity begins at 7 p.m. on CD Projekt Red's YouTube and Twitch channel, so check it out. Xbox fans will be traumatized once again by the creepy crawly pile of rat death that was A Plague's Tale, and yes, get ready to drag Hugo and Amika through the muck once again as you survive another chilling chapter in A Plague's Tale Requiem. Scheduled for release later this year, based on survival stealth, you'll have to creep and crawl through these creepy crawlies one more time! Did you play the first one? Wasn't it just horrible? Let's do it again, shall we? And while I'm reminding you of awesome things, I would like to take this moment to ask you a question. Is your game backlog looking a little thin? Is there something missing from your life that only a perfectly priced simulated environment can fill? Then pull out your couch cushions and pinch a few pennies between now and July 8th because that's when Steam Summer Sale comes to an end. And I know that my viewers love a good and economic video game experience. Ubisoft is in my feed again as it turns out they were sweating out a full slew of updates and fixes to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Trimming numerous bugs and including a smoother delivery system for a series of progressive issues within the main functions of the game. The developer promised a better gaming experience and stated, "We are not finished with Assassin's Creed Valhalla and will continue working until everything is fixed." Plus, who's ready for dual-wielding swords? A first for Assassin's Creed. To top that off, Ubisoft is releasing a wicked DLC pack for Watch Dogs Legions in the form of a standalone story in London featuring Aiden and Wrench from the first and second of the series. Watch Dogs Legion's Bloodlines takes place while Aiden is getting a gig in London to reunite with his estranged nephew, but the job is screwed up when Wrench throws himself into the gears of his plans by stealing the target. See what I did there? With opposition on both sides bearing down on him, he is forced to join forces with family and foe to secure his goals and get out of London. Check out Watch Dogs Legion's Bloodline, releasing July 6th. How cool is that? Ever heard of Turtle Rock Studios? These marvels of a development team poured straight out of the valve of a trilogy killer and crafted a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. Back 4 Blood scheduled for release in October this year, and yeah, I totally already pre-ordered this beast of a game, and I'm freaking giddy, people! Pits you on a slaughter fest starring a pickable cast of characters, each with unique personalities and character and team perks. And a completely customizable experience in both weapon and character cards, and upgrades you can splatter their platter no matter how bad their splatter seems to be. Fight for survival in this 4-person co-op nightmare and join me as I dive headfirst in Back 4 Blood as soon as it comes out. I am so excited for this. Blue Legacy, a dev almost forgotten to the sands of time, is still being whisked about in dark corners online, but not for anything you would think nowadays. As it may happen, rumors are thicker than blood surrounding the supposed re-emerging of the Legacy of Kain series. That's right, it's time to get edgy once again. While we don't know if it's going to be a Blood Omen or a Soul Reaver scenario, all I know is I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this one. Closing up shop this week with what I can say is just the bee's frickin' knees in my opinion. Transformers is getting another movie and the robots in the skies are taking on a more primal physique. Transformers Rise of the Beast is picking up steam and moving into production later in this year, and if that doesn't make you want to roll out and see it, what if I told you that Ron Perlman is voicing Optimus Primal? Who wouldn't want to see that? Be sure to check back in for more news of this flick's production as I plan on following the story personally. That wraps up another week of NNWTTA, people. I'm super sorry last week went without an episode, but I tried to cram a ton of goodies into this week. Be sure to like and subscribe and let me know what you're most looking forward to, because I'm Nobody, I love your face, and I will see you next time.